Hi guys, today I will play chess online. So the game I will play is the Italian games again. So at first I will come my pawn to e4, and then they use their pawn to block me, and I will use my knight to go to f3. Then I move my bishop to c4. So now I will move my pawn to 3-3. So they capture my pawn, and I capture their bishop by my king. So I move my pawn to h4. So they come the knight to e4, and I use my pawn to I got my queen to e2, and they capture my knight, so I capture their knight too. And then they use the queen to check me at f6, so I use my king to come to e3, and now it's not check anymore. So they use the queen to check me again at b6, and I call my king back to e2. So now I move my queen to f1, and then I use my bishop to capture the pawn at f7. So now I capture the knight at g8. So I think they will capture now. So I move my bishop back to b3. They capture my bishop, so I capture then I capture queen by my pawn. So I move my pawn to g4, and now I move my rook to g1. So now I can capture the point at g5. So he want to capture my queen, so I move my queen to h3, because if I capture them, they will use the king to capture mine. So I use my king to capture the rook. So they move the pawn, and I move my pawn to capture the point too. And now they move the rook to b7, and I move my king to e3. So he moved his rook to e8, and I move my pawn to h7. And now I move my pawn to h8 and get the knight, so they can capture me. Oh, okay, and now I will use my king to capture the bishop, and I use my knight to come to g6. So I move my knight to I will move my queen to h7, so I can capture the rook at g8, and I move my knight to e5. Nice check. So they capture my knight, and I capture the point. And now I move my queen to f7. Nice check. So he moved his king back. So I move my rook to e1. I move my rook to e4, and I move my king to f5. So I capture the pawn, and I will capture back, and I use my rook to capture the point. So the king now is already to have a checkmate, but I think it's not. So I move my rook to a5. He moved his king to e8, and now I move my rook to capture the point, and it's checkmate. So thank you for watching my gameplay. Goodbye, see you next time.